Hi everybody, welcome to FM Tuition Academy. Okay, today in mathematics we're going to be looking at gradient. Okay, it comes in your exam. They can give you 2 points and then they ask you to find the gradient. Okay, so for example, if they say find the gradient of A, so A is 2, 3, and then point B is 6, 2, for example. So the first thing that you do when you're finding the gradient has got a certain formula that you need to memorize by heart. So the first thing you do, you write the points on top. This is the answer. So point A, what is point A? 2, 3. So point A is 2, 3. Point B is 6, 2, I mean. So the formula for gradient is M. M means gradient of A and B. So I'll put gradient of A and B is equal to, if they haven't written the letters, they just put for you the points, don't put A, B, it's fine. The letters that they'll give you here, the ones that you put here, A, B, or C, D, or D, F, whatever letters they give you. And then the formula starts with 2, so it will be Y2 minus Y1 over x2 minus x1. That's how the formula is written. Okay, so always know that the first point is always x1, y1. The second point is always x2, y2. And then you substitute these numbers in the formula. So you start. What's on top? Y2 minus y1. What is y2? It is 2 minus, what is y1? So it's y2 minus y1. y1 is 3. So here it will be 2 minus 3. And then down is x2. What is x2? x2 is 6 minus, what is x1? x1 is 2. So when you subtract this, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 3 is negative 1 over 6 minus 2 is 4. So it means the gradient is actually negative 1 over 4. So this applies to all questions. So that was question 1. Question 2, they can ask you to find the gradient of CD. C it's 0, 6. D is 0, 7, for example. Okay. How do you find such a gradient? The same method. So gradient CD is equal to y2 minus y1. That's a formula over x2 minus x1. So this is x1, y1. x2, the second point, y2. Then you put them in the formula. What is my y2? y2 is 7 there. 7 minus y1, 6. Okay? Minus x2, 0. Minus x2, 0. So it will be equal to 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6, it is 1 over 0. So it's 1 over 0 is the answer. Okay. Same thing when it's another question, they can say the gradient of f, which is the negative 1, negative 2, closed f, g, 2, negative 3. Okay, so it means when you are solving such a question, we are trying to find the gradient of f and g. So say gradient of f and g is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is y2? y2, so this is the x1, y1, x2, y2. So you put those. So y2, what is y2? Negative 3. So y2 is negative 3. And then the formula has got this minus here, okay? So you bring that minus here. This minus, the one that in the formula, don't get confused. I bring negative 3 here. Can you see this minus here? The one I put here, this minus there, you bring it here. And then y1. What is y1? Y1, as you can see on top there, is negative 2. So again, it's negative 2. Addition, there's another negative. So there's a negative here and another negative there. This negative is the one in the formula. And then y2 also has got y1 has got a negative. Okay. And then brackets over x2. What is x2? x2 is what? x2 is 2. So you say 2 minus. You see, x2 is 2 minus. This minus here comes here down. What about x1? x1 is negative 1. Here it's x1, negative 1. So you put negative 1. You see there is another negative. So there are two negatives. And then you split them by a bracket like this. There's a bracket here and a bracket there. So what do you have? We have got negative 3 minus minus 2, open close, over 2 minus minus 1. So that would be negative 3. These two negatives, this negative and this negative here, they'll form a plus, which is this one, plus 2 over 2. This negative here and this negative here, they form a plus as well, plus 1. So that will be equal to negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1 over 2 plus 1, it's 3. But you, when you're solving, solve down. I was writing this side because there's no space. But you, when you're solving, go downwards. Okay. Okay. Now we can write, I can give you the exercise. Try to attempt this exercise. Calculate the gradient of the following points. Okay, so what are the points? Point 1. Question 1, I mean, A 6,2, B 7,3. That's the first point, question 1. Question 2, the gradient of CD, negative 1,3, D, negative 4, negative 1. Negative 4, negative 1. 3, F, negative 9, negative 2. G, 1, negative 3. Okay? And then question 4. T, 0,2. TP, negative 1, negative 5. And then lastly, W, negative 3, negative 2. Open bracket. That is W, and then H, negative 1, negative 3. Closed. Negative 1, negative 3. So you can answer those.